morning, guys. It's the 23rd of November, 2021. We are having an absolutely beautiful day. All those nice clouds there. The sun feels good and crispy. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. YouTube be damned. Personally, I think these governments that are doing this to us, they ought to know by now. You know, you look at all these doctors that are coming out all over the place, but mainstream media won't put them on. And I even said, I like to watch Star from Australia and Rebel from Canada and all, and Wyan from India. But I think they're in on it also to some degree. They're probably getting money from the Star Trek phasers companies to not put stuff out. Because where are all these doctors that are coming out? Why aren't they putting them on also? So I think they're in on it also. But if they don't get it by now, then I think they're complicit all over the world. They're in on this. Why is it that their own people don't have to get jabbed? Here in this country, this thing, except the frontline workers. Now, how ridiculous is that? Yeah. What is it telling you? What does that say? I mean, it came right out of his mouth. So, but you look all over the world, they're doing this stuff. The people who work at these companies that make this crap, they don't got to take it.
Hey.
A lot of them. Good morning.
Morning.
A beautiful day, huh?
Beautiful day.
Yeah. But they're in on it, guys. You look. I did a video last year. Probably was in April or May. I can't remember. June, something like that. But I was in the car, and I took a picture of them building that mega isolation center that they had started a couple years, maybe a year and a half before this COVID stuff started. So why were they building that? Now you're seeing people getting taken away and put in there. They're forcing this Jabba the Hutt on little kids now. They said that there's all these ones in the U.S. that get it. Man, I can't believe parents, they worry about their kids' diet, they worry about what school they go to, they worry about this and that, and then they take them down and let them get this Jabba the Hutt. The jury's out, guys. The jury's still out, and it's unbelievable. You'd take a chance on putting your kid in harm's way. You know, this is Russian roulette. It's coming out all over. And, you know, why is the Star Trek phaser company wanting to hide their reports on this for 50-some years? You know, what's up with that? You know, they've been sued for $2.3 billion already, or $2.8 billion already. They lost that much money. Hey, I don't care. They'll make it back somewhere else by this stuff getting forced on you. And then now all these people that are going to be not considered jabbed, like in England, they're saying, okay, now if you don't get the third one and you go into the hospital and you die from this, what they're giving you, they're going to say it's not because of that, because you're considered not jabbed. Now, come on, what is it? They're playing with you, guys. They are absolutely playing with you, and if you don't get it by now, you're lost. You are absolutely 100% lost. They're doing freaky stuff right now, and it's non-stop. They're not quitting, and it's enough to drive you nuts. But so many people just are. You know, I still get trolls on here. You know, I still get people commenting, and I knock them off pretty quickly. You know, I just take them down as soon as they start talking about, you know, ending me, my life. Then they're gone, or they do foul language, they're gone. But very strange. The Telegraph is up and running. I actually got a lot of people from my past that I haven't talked to in quite a while because I lost the messenger, found me. And now all you have to do is go to t.me/Rickshaw Philippines, and it goes right to there. And it's all lowercase. There's no uppercase anything in that. And there's folks finding me now. So I'm real happy about that. Ronald, hey, buddy. I have a fellow Ronald. I never met him in person, but we go back and forth. And we definitely don't have the same opinions on everything. But he's not a child. You know, he'll he talks with me about it. He's not going to cut me off, whether he agrees with me or not. So we have some conversations that go back and forth, and it sucks you got to type them, but I have a blast. There's also, Ronald, there's also the phone thing, just like Messenger, like FaceTime or whatever they call it. Sean's Amazing Adventures, we talk on the phone from time to time. Tropical Tim and I talk on the phone from time to time. So it's just like Messenger that way. So it's a pretty cool thing that works now. I think what happened, they did send me a little notice. When I got on, there weren't that many people on there. And then when they pulled this crap with Facebook and Messenger and all this stuff, they had 70 million people sign up. So that discombobulated their system. Hey, that's a highly technical word there, discombobulation. But I think they got her fixed now. I was complaining back and forth. Their customer service was not helping me out at all, not in the least bit. They just come back with the same old, pat line. So I was kind of getting bummed out and getting ready to dump them, to be honest with you. I was getting ready to dump them. But I get some good news channels there. And like I say, I pick up these news things, and there's still fake stuff there also, but stuff that I think is good and relevant, I'll go ahead and put on. It's called New Everybody. Anybody who signs up, I'm just putting them on there, and you can comment on there. And I also put you in the contacts, so you can just comment directly to me if you want to. That's more private. Nobody else can see it. New everybody who's on that group sees everything that goes up. And I guys, if you want to see some pretty interesting stuff, go to the Telegram on my page. I'll see you, and then I'll go ahead and add you to the group, and then scroll back. It only keeps like 100 articles, and I've got 300 articles on there already. But it keeps the last 100, and scroll down and start reading some of this stuff. I mean, they're spelling it out. So you just got to be careful of all this that's going on. And, they keep talking more and more. When are people with the thick skulls going to say, wait a minute, something's up here? They want you to take more and more of these jabs. More. They just won't stop. First it was 1, then it's 2, now it's 3, then it's 4, then it's 5, then it's 6. You got, like, Trudeau planning all the way into 2025 with the 18th jab. I mean, he's already planning for it. So it's time to end these guys' terms. I know that pretty much elections aren't fair anymore. I'm not buying that they're fair at all anymore. You can see from the last presidential election in the States, and even now, where are all this Biden supporters? Where are they? Anywhere he goes, hardly anyone shows up. And anywhere Trump goes, you've got people all over the place. You've got stadiums. Let's go, Brandon. All over the place. And for Bite Hole, there's nothing. Guys, if you don't realize it was stolen by now, and it doesn't seem, it doesn't seem like much is going to be done. They keep coming back and trying to cover all this stuff up, election fraud and stuff, and the news media won't put it out, so people get upset about it. They're going to hide that. All the news now is programming and editorial. You get these guys on there, these talking heads. They won't give you any real news. They're giving you their thoughts. And the thing that really ticks me off is when you see a news guy from one channel and a news guy from another channel, they're debating. What the hell is that? I just saw that with the younger Como, the little Pune, and Lemonhead. And they're going back and forth like it's real news. What the hell is that? I don't want to hear their opinions. I want them to report the news. I want them to put information out there that I can discern for myself. I don't need them thinking for me. I mean, come on. The dude is, the Lemonhead dude is morally bankrupt, if you ask me. And you know why. That's all there is to it. So, it's crazy. I'm never going to admit to folks like him of being okay. They're not. Do I hate them? No. I feel sorry for them. but I don't hate them. So that's where I'm at with those folks. But it's really, really creepy the way the media's going. Hey, Mr. Ignay, how you doing, buddy? That's Tatai's boy. Hey, hey. Why don't you say hi? That's our buddy Ignay. He keeps the grass all cleared up around here. Him and his dad, and it's amazing how much they work and get things done. But we are having an absolute fantastic day. I'm wearing one of my Christmas presents. My wife got me the nice shirt there. And I like clothes. I always did, even when I was a kid. Whenever it was Christmas time, everybody wants toys and all this stuff. I always liked getting clothes, you know. And I had some wild stuff when I was young. I had some red plaid, huge bell bottoms with cuffs, you know, and a big white belt to go with it. And one of them, what did they call those shirts back then? The shiny shirts. I can't remember. I had some nice Banlon shirts too, but I had some of them real shiny acetane shirts or whatever they are with real nice prints on them. Oh yeah, I was cool. They had the big hair. Yeah, we can go that way. But it's all good. I wish I still had a lot of those pictures. I had so many pictures. I was doing a lot of photography back then, and I had so many books. So what I did is I got an X-Acto knife set for Christmas one year, and I started cutting out the pictures, what was relevant, and then taping it into these photo albums. And it was interesting to look at. I've seen people grab photo albums and just flip through the pages and they're done. But I had people come over, look at the photo albums, and they say, wow, every time I look at this, I find something new. I had one that my brother, his wife was pretty. She was a good-looking girl. But she had a problem with yo-yo dieting. She'd get fat and she'd get skinny. I mean, she'd get skinny where she looked great. And then 6 months later, she was 300 pounds. I don't know what happened to her. So she was sitting on the chair in the house for a visit, and we had a cow named Brownie. And I had good pictures of that. I had tons of pictures of that cow. She was a good cow. And I just cut out the head and I put it over the body and I put on there Moulini. Because she was yo-yo dieting is what she would do. It was a shame. She really had a lot of problem with it. It ran in the family. I think it's how they ate. Her diet was all pastas and stuff like that. I liked her. I really liked the girl, and I felt bad for her. If she'd have went on more of a vegetable diet and fresh foods and stuff instead of all this packaged stuff, she'd have been okay. And even her sons when they were young were just grossly overweight. Now they look pretty good. I haven't talked to the youngest one, but I talked to the oldest one a year or so ago, and there were pictures of him. He looks good, just like his dad, handsome fella. But when they were young, they were obese because of the diet. And watch out, we got okay. But I don't know. You gotta eat good, guys. You gotta eat really good here. We're all here in this house right now. We're getting runny noses. I think it's because it gets cold and then hot. Right now. Okay. Right now I'm a little bit sweaty, but at nighttime, I'm not kidding you. Some nights we're putting our jackets on. I took the kids for a ride on the motorcycle. Had to turn around and everybody get a jacket on. I'm gonna go this way, bub. And there's our Dolly. Look who's coming. She got her Christmas present on too. Look at her pretty outfit she's got. Hi, baby. Hi, precious girl. Oh, my precious, beautiful baby girl with her beautiful long hair. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, we're having some pretty good days. We did that thing yesterday. I'm definitely in the market for a microscope now. I want to find one, because the cool thing was when I put this stuff on TV yesterday and they were showing the kids got immediately, they were interested. They were all cool. The eyes were glued. So it was a really good teaching event that I had with them. And we went through a few shows on with microscopes and the different things that were magnified, and they didn't know too much about it. That's my fault. But so we're going to wind up getting a microscope. I might get that one also that goes to the phone. I saw really good reviews on it, and it's not that much money, 10, 12 bucks, but it plugs into your phone. And also there's one microscope, a regular like laboratory microscope I looked at. It's got an adapter that holds your phone to the microscope so you can see the picture. Instead of looking through the little ocular lens, you've got it shows it up on the screen on your phone. Okay, in a minute. So that's to me, that's pretty cool. I might get that also. You know, I might get the little one that plugs into the phone, because when the kids get interested like this, you gotta grab the reins and run with that as fast as you can. So that's something that's going on there, going on our list real quick. And we saw one that my daughter wants to try. The girl took clear tape, and she just put it, and the good-looking girl on there, and she put it on her face, over her cheeks, and she pulled it out and put it under the microscope, and you could see the little miniature mites, the little face mites on there. My daughter was like, "What? We got?" Yeah. So she wants to check and see if she's got them, and I said, "Oh yeah, we'll find them probably." Now we do use that sulfur soap. We've been pretty much using that exclusively now. It cleans good, cuts the grease really good, and I don't wash their whole body because I want that vitamin D to soak in on them. You know, so we usually get the pits, the butt, feet, hands, and face, and of course their hair. The kids are, Maddie's getting, come on, he's getting nice curly hair now. Look at that beautiful curly hair. Look at that. He's my handsome buddy. So we're gonna hold off on their haircuts for a while. I know. We did see a plane here. This was about 2 weeks ago. He was over on that way. Not yet. He was over that way, and something happened in his plane. I don't watch TV. No. Something happened in his plane where he lost a bunch of altitude like quick. And those little planes aren't aerobatic. That'll rip the wings off. You don't play around and do that stuff. So something happened to that guy, and he recovered. And we saw him flying out over that way. But something happened in that plane. Something happened bad in that plane. And hope everything went all right for those folks. They didn't crash, but I'll tell you what, it was pretty close. He actually dipped down below, looked like trees, and then we saw him coming up, and you could hear the engine really straining. But he made it, so that was really, really bad. I used to love to go to the air shows and stuff like that, and then I quit doing that with a lot of the crashes. You know, there's a lot of the crashes. We like to watch the Flight Channel, and you know, my son Matty, he's really into that. But no, I said no. Don't keep asking me the same question over. I'm not going to change my mind. There's something about these kids that probably because I spoil them, they'll nag. If they want something, they just keep asking. And their mom will relent because she just can't take it anymore. Where I won't. I start getting ticked off at them when, you know, they want the TV on, and there's a rule. There's no TV on unless I turn it on, because, you know, their mom bought them the damn tablet. My daughter's got all these TikTok things, and the crap they watch is just drivel. It's drivel. It's nothing of any merit. Just crap that they put on, and these channels got thousands and thousands of subs, some of them hundreds of thousands, and it's all claptrap bullcrap. I don't want them watching that. You know, I let them watch the like National Geographic stuff. That's really good. We watch all the different animals. We just watched one yesterday. We kind of were in because of the way the rain was going, but we watched animals of Australia, and that's a place I always wanted to go. Not so much anymore. But, you know, that was always on my bucket list to go there. I have some Australian friends here and in the States, and haven't found anybody from Australia I didn't really like. They like to cuss a lot, but hey, that's their deal. But I do like every Australian I ever met. They seem to be some pretty nice folks. I feel bad what's going on for them now, but you know, they had this thing years ago where they pushed to take a lot of the firearms off people. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And you guys pipe in down there with what happened in your area. But anytime a government doesn't trust you with a gun, you can't trust them with one. Because the number one killer of people throughout history has been governments and kingdoms and all that stuff. they'll start a war because they get ticked off. You know, you look at all this stuff. I remember when they went after Saddam. Now, should he have gone into Kuwait? No. He needed money, so he went into Kuwait, started using the yuan and ruble to sell his oil. So the U.S. got ticked. They made up a big false story, and they took him out. You know, now they should have just kicked him out of Kuwait, smashed all his tanks, and then get out of there. Leave him there. You know, he'll learn a lesson like Gaddafi did. But no, they let it just go totally thing, and then what it do? It's cost us a fortune of money we don't have to fight more of these people, just like in Afghanistan. You know, all this fighting. But now when people are really being oppressed by totalitarian governments, they're not going in and helping. We could cross the border and go north right now into Canada and fix that, and it would be quick. Their government's it's centrally located. They're putting their people under totalitarian regime, just like Australia. New Zealand is doing crazy stuff. You know, a lot of these countries are just going hog wild with this. You know, and this is this agenda. This is their Agenda 21, Agenda 2030. You know, and they're just plodding on. They never stop. It's just like how they go after the Second Amendment in the United States. They never stop. They constantly keep pushing cases, and then they lose them. So what? We're going to keep the onslaught on, and we're going to keep the pressure on, and eventually we're going to get our judges in that we want, and then we're going to win a case here and there, and before you know it, we're going to chip away at it till it's gone. Guys, don't ever fall for that. Don't fall for that at all, because if you're not armed, you're a subject. Plain and simple. You know, you look at in England. I had one guy from England. He was going back and forth with me and saying I didn't know what I was talking about, and I sent him a bunch of stuff where they took a lot of the guns away, but the knife murders went up through the roof. Okay, and then all of a sudden I don't hear from him no more. I haven't heard a word from him at all. He just sort of went away. So you know that's something that happens, and to me, if you've got a gun, you have power, and if you're 120 pounds and a 350-pound bad guy comes up, you've equalized it. Okay, as long as you've trained well, you've equalized it, and that's what they don't want. They want to be thugs, and they want to dominate you. That's what this is all about, guys. And if you think otherwise, then you're not thinking straight. You have to have a big paradigm shift in your life, because that's all they want. And now you look at Jackson. He's out there, and I said, put it on Telegram. I put stuff on Telegram. They're wanting a communist revolution. You know, if they don't get their way, that's what they want. They think there's going to be a utopia. There's not going to be. There's only going to be that utopia when our good Lord comes back and defeats the beast. That's when that's going to happen. We can't do that. It's impossible. People are murderous. That's all there is to it. Always have been. Look at history. Look at history. You know, there's been genocides all over the world for as long as written history. You know, they don't like somebody, let's get rid of them. Yeah, that's right, brown people. I remember George Carlin did a big skit on that. You know, that guy was ahead of his time. You know, he was definitely ahead of his time. Yeah. But I'll go ahead and let you go. It's running kind of long. But guys, you got to wake up and smell the coffee. That's all there is to it. You know, because this stuff that's going on right now, if people don't stand up and stop it, it's not going to stop. And you will be subjugated, or you'll be pushing up daisies. And that's what's happening all over. And you have to open up your eyes and look at this. You know, they're not allowing the people that are talking about this to get any kind of airtime. You know, they're hiding it. So you just have to start looking around. Anybody wants to get on that Telegram channel, I got good information that I put on there. It's t.me/Rickshaw Philippines, all lowercase, and everybody now is going right to me now. And then there's a thing on there where you can join it. You don't have to give them all your information. You can hide your phone number. You can hide your tweets. You can have it so they disappear after a certain time. There's a lot of tools in there. You got to play around with it. Like I have a lot of them where the messaging. I have only certain people that send me a notification, like if my buddy Ron sends a notification, it notifies me that he's sent me one so I can go look at it. But there's a lot of them I don't, because the one news thing I get 500 news articles from this company a day. So I do not have notifications on there, and my phone would never stop beeping. So there's a lot of things you can do with it. I'm still learning. Anybody's got any tips on that, let me know. I know Wes is the one who turned me on to this thing, and it seems to be working really good now, and seems pretty safe and secure. And I'm glad there's some of you guys are starting to get on there now. I think I got 35 people in the group. And like I say, scroll back on it. Don't just look at the stuff I recently put up. You know, scroll back. It saves up to 100 of them, and scroll all the way back. And there's some serious good articles in there. So I'm going to let you go, and this is Rickshaw out.